Demola's journey from the dusty streets of his hometown, Osogbo, to the grandeur of the federal capital city, Abuja, was nothing short of remarkable. Born into a modest family, Demola had always been driven by an unyielding ambition to transcend his humble beginnings. His father, a tailor, and his mother, a petty trader, had instilled in him the values of hard work and integrity. Yet, as Demola grew older, his dreams outgrew the constraints of his small town. With a degree in political science and a natural charisma, Demola quickly climbed the ranks of his political party. His eloquence and strategic mind won him the favor of powerful allies, and soon, he was appointed to a prestigious political position in Abuja. His wife, Mario, and their 2 young children followed him to the capital, full of hope for a good brighter future. In Abuja, the sky seemed to be the limit for Demola. He moved into an upscale neighborhood, attended high-profile events, and rubbed shoulders with the elite. His rise was meteoric, and his ambitions knew no bounds. But with great power came greater temptations, and Demola's resolve was about to be tested in ways he could never have imagined. Demola's first taboo began innocently enough. Mario's younger sister, Tola, came to visit them in Abuja. A beautiful woman in her mid-20s, Tola had always been the apple of her family's eye. Her charm and vivacity were matched only by her beauty, and she quickly became a frequent visitor at Demola's home. Mario trusted her husband implicitly and often left Tola and Demola alone together. Tola's presence in their home became a comfort to Demola, who found himself increasingly drawn to her. What started as harmless banter soon developed into lingering glances and subtle touches. The line between propriety and impropriety blurred, and before long, they succumbed to their forbidden desires. The affair was a volatile mix of passion and guilt. Each stolen moment was shadowed by the fear of discovery. Demola knew he was betraying Mario, the woman who had stood by him through thick and thin, but he could not resist Tola's allure. Their affair continued in secret, a dark undercurrent threatening the stability of his once happy family. The second taboo came in the form of Miss Angela, a stunning, vibrant single mother nearing 50. Angela was a prominent figure in Abuja's social scene. She was known for her beauty, confidence, and independence. Her age only seemed to add to her mystique, making her an object of fascination and desire. Demola first met Angela at a charity event. Their connection was immediate and electric. Angela's charm and sophistication were a stark contrast to Tola's youthful exuberance. She represented everything Demola aspired to be: powerful, influential, and unrestrained. It wasn't long before they embarked on their own clandestine affair. As Demola juggled these 2 illicit relationships, his life began to unravel. The once stable foundation of his family life started to crumble. Mario, initially unsuspecting, began to notice the changes in her husband. His late nights, the secretive phone calls, and the distant look in his eyes, all were signs of a man living a double life. Tola, too, became more demanding. She was no longer content with stolen moments and whispered promises. She wanted more time, more attention, more commitment. The pressure of maintaining their secret began to take its toll on Demola. Angela, on the other hand, was a different kind of challenge. She was confident and self-assured, and her allure was intoxicating. But Angela had her own set of demands. She wanted to be more than just a secret lover. She wanted recognition and a place in Demola's life, which only added to his burden. The stress of managing these relationships began to affect Demola's performance at work. He missed important meetings, made careless mistakes, and started to lose the respect of his colleagues. The once rising star of Abuja's political scene was now a man on the brink of collapse. One fateful evening, Demola's world came crashing down. Mario, driven by a gnawing suspicion, decided to confront her husband. She had found text messages on his phone from both Tola and Angela. The evidence was undeniable, and Demola had no choice but to confess. The confrontation was explosive. Mariel's pain and betrayal were palpable. She demanded that Tola leave their home immediately and confronted Demola with an ultimatum: end both affairs or face the destruction of their family. Demola was torn. The sweetness of his infamous acts had come at a high cost, and he was now standing at a crossroads. Angela, too, was not willing to let go easily. She confronted Demola at his office, demanding an explanation and a decision. The scene was witnessed by several of his colleagues, further damaging his reputation. The scandal spread like wildfire through the political community, and Demola's career was suddenly in jeopardy. Faced with the ruins of his life and career, Demola was forced to make a choice. The allure of Tola and Angela was powerful, but the consequences of his actions were devastating. He decided to retrace his steps and attempt to salvage what was left of his life. He ended his affair with Tola, who left Abuja in disgrace, returning to their hometown with a heavy heart. The bond between Mariel and Tola was irreparably damaged, a casualty of Demola's indiscretions. Angela, too, was cast aside, though not without a fierce confrontation. She vowed to make Demola pay for his betrayal, and her threats loomed over him like a dark cloud. Demola threw himself into repairing his relationship with Mariel. It was a long and painful process. Trust had been shattered, and forgiveness was hard to come by. Mariel, though deeply hurt, decided to give their marriage another chance, but their relationship was never the same. Demola's efforts to rebuild his career were met with mixed results. The scandal had left a permanent stain on his reputation. His colleagues were wary of him, and his superiors no longer saw him as a reliable asset. The road to redemption was fraught with challenges, but Demola was determined to reclaim his position and dignity. In time, he managed to regain some measure of respect. He worked tirelessly, avoiding further temptations, and focused on his duties. But the shadow of his past actions lingered, a constant reminder of his fall from grace. The repercussions of Demola's actions were far-reaching. His family, once a source of pride and stability, was now a constant reminder of his failures. Mariel struggled with her own pain and resentment, and their children, though young, sensed the tension in their home. Demola's relationship with Angela took an even darker turn. She began a campaign to ruin him, using her connections and influence to undermine his efforts at every turn. The battle between them was a silent, vicious war that left Demola constantly on edge. Despite the chaos and uncertainty, Demola found moments of clarity and reflection. He realized the depth of his mistakes and the value of the things he had taken for granted. His journey to redemption was ongoing, a path filled with obstacles and lessons. Years passed, and Demola's life settled into a new rhythm. The scandal had faded from the public eye, though its effects remained. Demola had learned to navigate the treacherous waters of his choices, finding solace in his work and the small moments of joy with his family. One day, a new opportunity presented itself. A chance to run for a higher political office, a position that would allow Demola to make a significant impact on his community. The offer was a testament to his hard work and resilience, a chance to redeem himself on a larger stage. As Demola prepared for his campaign, he faced a final test. Angela, now a powerful figure in her own right, threatened to expose his past once again. She demanded a significant favor in return for her silence, a demand that would compromise his integrity and principles. Demola was at a crossroads once more. The decision he made would define his future and the legacy he left behind. After much soul-searching, he decided to confront Angela publicly, revealing his past mistakes and taking responsibility for his actions. The move was risky, but it paid off. The public admired his honesty and bravery, and his campaign gained momentum. Demola's redemption was not complete, but it was a significant step forward. He won the election, securing a position that allowed him to make a real difference in the lives of those he served. Demola's story is a cautionary tale, a reminder of the dangers of ambition unchecked by integrity. His journey from a modest background to the heights of political power, and his subsequent fall and redemption, is a testament to the complexity of human nature. Through his struggles and mistakes, Demola learned the value of honesty, loyalty, and the importance of making amends. His life was forever changed by his actions, but he found a way to move forward, a way to rebuild and find meaning in his experiences. The tale of Demola serves as a powerful lesson to all who hear it, a story of ambition, temptation, betrayal, and redemption. It is a story that resonates with the timeless truths of the human condition.